Hello everybody, Strategy Games Trucks here, and welcome back to another episode, Victoria to A to Z, the videos where I play every interesting nation in Victoria 2 from A to Z. Now in today's video, I'm playing a nation that I am so incredibly excited for, like you cannot possibly imagine how excited I am. Egypt. You'd think that Egypt would be a bad start. You start as a non-Western nation with 1.6% of the population being able to read. You start as a puppet to the weakest of the great powers, except for Spain, the Ottoman Empire, and they will eventually show up on your doorstep and try to take all of these states from you. So things might not be looking too good, but this is actually a really fun nation. Egypt starts with this wonderful buff that gives us 5% more taxes, but yeah, I don't want that. I'm instead gonna pass Muhammad Ali's reforms, which purges the Mamluks, which gives us really bad debuffs, but it also increases our population, and it gives us 15% research points modifier, which is incredible in getting us towards Western nation. We're gonna pull a real South American Victoria 2 nation move and delete the Navy. I cannot afford anything. I cannot afford to pay for my military, and they're all irregulars. This is actually pretty historically accurate for Egypt, going in massive amount of debts to the British. Why? Why are we going in debt? Where is the money? I'm not really sure how to feel about this event. Wind of Westernization. How have we not picked up on Western ideas already? Like seriously, we just have to walk 2 blocks north and we're suddenly in a Western nation. Please, bring the Western ideas. We need them. Apparently people are revolting. As a person who's played the Ottoman Empire before, I know where this is going. But this is about to hurt. Unfortunately, our time as a peaceful nation has caught up to us, and now we are going to trigger the Oriental Crisis, in which the Ottomans will bring their full mediocre force down upon my head. Hopefully, we do not die. Luckily for us, this makes us an independent nation, so we no longer have to answer to the Ottomans, although if we lose this silly war against the Ottomans, then yes, we will have to answer to the Ottomans again. So we're mobilizing. We're going to throw everything at it. All right, apparently the Ottomans are all talk and no walk, because now they are willing to accept a white peace, which basically maintains my independence and allows the war to end. So they didn't get any of my precious territory. Big dubs. Now we can click the We Are Free button, which for some reason changes our government type to absolute monarchy. I'm not complaining. We are free. Also, we're going to change our national value to productivity. Fine. Yeah, why not? I like productivity, but order is also pretty good. Now, I started with some of the texts that allow me to get research points when conquering already unlocked. So we're going to go down south and dunk on some of these Ethiopian miners in order to get some more research points, because we might be independent, but we are still not westernized, sadly. All right, we're going to make peace. We're going to annex these people. And earlier we were at about 6,000 research points. Now we're at 9,000 research points. So our little farm down here does acquire a lot of infamy, but it should make me very well educated. Now, I was told that Gonder was the Ethiopian nation I should play, but judging by how little of a fight they just put up against my epic conquest, maybe the people that told me I should play Gonder were wrong. You'll just have to wait until I make the Ethiopia/Gonder video. G is fast approaching. I think it's time for foreign universities to be implemented, and that makes us gain research points faster. We're almost westernized, and then we can start actually playing the game. Well, the Ottoman Empire has declared war on me, and those fools, they got a decent amount of troops, but I'm not so worried about them. I'm worried about the British, because they truly have a lot of troops. So yeah, I'm just gonna peace out with the Ottomans. Sign of the times. We have created the world's most cursed borders. This is disgusting. I will be back to beat you up later, Ottoman Empire. Another day, another innocent nation that I have to conquer to gather research points. You're next, Northern Somalia. I will not stop until I have become westernized. Do you remember when Egypt created the Somalian colony in the year 1849? No? Yeah, well, it happened. This is the new Egypt. We are on the up and up. And speaking of which, we can now pass the land reform, which allows us to westernize. Wagons west, baby. Somehow we westernized and skyrocketed to 9th great power. This is going to be good. France, I am gonna make sure that I am no longer in your sphere because you are bothering me. And I'm funding some factories. Yeah, baby. That industry score, not looking very good at 0. Maybe it'll look better when it's like a couple hundred. Look at all of these juicy factories. Yeah, fill those factories, baby. Hey, we are great power now. I think, ironically, we bumped the Ottomans out of great power, which is, quite frankly, what they get. And now we can declare a caliphate, which, 43 prestige, sweet. I think just made us a lot more powerful. I'm feeling that we're in a good place right now. The Ottomans have called the Prussians against me in a war of, I don't even know how they declared this war at all. But we are going to go up there. We're going to dunk on them. We dunked on them before. We'll do it again in a heartbeat. I will not stop until the Ottomans are eliminated. Yeah, you betcha Egypt is a better great power than America. Take that, you capitalists over there. Egypt is where it's at right now. The day of America has come and gone. Good to see that we're going to have another Gross Europe game after Austria has once again defeated the Prussians in the Brothers' War. How does this keep happening, Prussia? To be honest, every time I see Austria do this well in the Brothers' War, it makes me want to redo the Austria video. Because I did the Austria video in HPM and not GFM, because I didn't know this mod existed. So, yeah, Austria might actually be fun in GFM. Ironically, instead of having all the Western nations show up and ask for the rights to mine the Valley of the Kings, we can just do it ourselves. And we can found our own archaeological museum. Get pranked, European powers. Egypt is strong. We are going to form the Arab Union, which apparently gives a call for Arab unity and makes me this very special color of green. I like it. I feel like there's a lot of room to grow now. We are going to establish Pan-Arabism, which gives us infamy, and I think it also gives us a bunch of cores. So, I guess I have cores. Yeah, I have. Basically, what that did was it gave me cores on basically the bottom half of the Ottoman Empire here. I have cores on all this. I have cores on Libya. And it just stretches all the way across. Algeria and Morocco, too. Huge amount of cores. I'm just trying to look for any other places where they may exist. I am very excited to play the Arab Union. I like how the change to the Arab Union has made the Ottoman portion of Africa be considered Ottoman Arab Union. Interesting. I'm going to claim the Saharan frontier because it is now the era of colonialism. That makes me look better, but I am kind of disappointed because the Conference of Moscow happened where they decided to chop up Africa, but I don't think I was invited because I didn't get the free war goals, so I'll have to go around and manually justify war goals on all these nations and take infamy to colonize Africa, which just sucks. Just because those Europeans didn't invite me to their colonial conference doesn't mean anything. I'm still taking Darfur and they can come to Cairo and tell me about how stupid it was. I don't care. Be quiet, Europeans. Let me colonize. Ethiopia remained independent historically. Well, Ethiopia did not have to put up with the very powerful Egyptian Empire historically. Arab Union. Get wrecked, Ethiopia. Ethiopia will not stay independent in this timeline because they need to be part of the Arab Union. Somebody, for unknown reasons, left the British spear. You should know better. than to have Arab Union cores and not be in the spear of the British. Because now you're going to get eaten for breakfast. Roasted, boasted, buttered, and toasted. Goodbye, trucial states. The Ottomans are, to put it lightly, not looking very fresh. So I'm going to liberate all my cores before Iraq gets liberated by these rebels. And then I won't have to deal with Iraq. I'll just have already gotten all my cores. Looks like, of all people, the Dutch and the Swedes have come to aid the Ottoman Empire. And their contribution is invading Crete, where I happen to have 1,500 artillerymen. Sorry, 15,000 artillerymen. What am I doing? The thing I didn't want to happen happened. Iraq declared independence. So now we're at war with Iraq and we're at war with the Ottomans. And hopefully we win, but we're not going to win in Crete because the Dutch are going crazy. Is gone. Now I only have to fight the Ottoman Empire, who are, they have more troops than I thought they would, but they're not good. The Ottomans are willing to surrender all of my cores. Packwatch, El Bozo, get out of here, Ottoman Empire. It's me now. Out with the old, in with the Arab Union, which is now looking very thick. Now that I've defeated the Ottomans, I think I should set my sights on the French portion of Africa, Morocco, which it will be French soon, and also all this British stuff. Why does Britain need like 30 colonies, and Denmark, in Saudi Arabia? I don't think that's the right course of action. I gotta kick them out. That's an interesting look for you, Ottomans. I don't know how I feel about the Turkish Socialist Republic. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about the Turkish Socialist Republic. A little late for a Franco-Prussian war, don't you think, Germany? Maybe the French will win? Maybe? Hopefully? I can't get troops up there. I think I did something bad. I accidentally backed Bosnia in a crisis, and I didn't mean to do that. So now I guess we're potentially at war with the Russians, and maybe the UK too, if they don't join my side in the crisis. This, white piece. I don't know why it took so long, but we can finally build the Suez Canal. Suez Canal, surprisingly cheap, especially in GFM. I swear, there's one canal, it might be the Panama Canal, that costs millions and millions. Like, I want to say 2.5 million, and that's kind of ridiculous. People are surprisingly happy with my country. We have not held a single election this entire game. There's a lot of socialists and liberals, but yeah, we are still rolling with that sweet, sweet absolute monarchy. We will not stop, ever. Fun thing about playing in Africa, there is no wood. All the wood is up here and in Europe. No wood means no railroads because we can't get any lumber. I literally am disappointed. Time for war with the Qajar Empire because I'm bored. I guess that's why we're doing this. I just want more states, to be completely honest with you. And these guys have states. We're taking them. Due to the turmoil that resulted from the formation of the Iberian Union, Spanish and Portuguese colonies have collapsed. How does this happen? Could you not hold on to your colonies? And how does the UK get Cuba? Questions I have that are unanswered. And I have beaten Qajar Empire. It was not hard. I am keeping all the territory I've gained. And yeah, now I look like this. This is an interesting look, isn't it? The Suez Canal is finished. This is a sign of good things to come. This is a sign of greatness. It hasn't appeared yet. There it is. Those 3 pixels of canal are the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. See, some of you people in the comment section get very upset because I don't use all my infamy. I just like to have a nice, chill Victoria 2 game, but apparently that pisses people off. So instead, we are going to go to war with the Qajar Empire for states. That right there, that disgusting border gore, that's for you, people in the comment section who tell me to use all my infamy. I used it. I picked some bad states to take, but I used the infamy. Turkey owns this one state in between me and Russia. It makes my eyes bleed. I'm taking it. Too bad. So sad. I will take the entire world if I have to make it look good. Well, I peaced out with Turkey, and I got the wrong state. So apparently I'm painting. I'm painting in border gore, and I really made a masterpiece this time. Well, the Germans called me to war against the French, but since it's not my war, I am not going to be able to get my cores off the French, which is just disappointing. I've really got to come up with a plan that probably will involve a navy to defeat the French and get my cores back, because I would really like them. Really hoping that when I'm France next game, I can do a little bit better than AI France, because one constant theme is their loss to the Germans. Basically, every time they fight the Germans. I'm honestly surprised the French didn't drop from GP there. The Germans beat them so badly, and they're still at war with the Russians. I pity those fools. The French Empire has broken up, apparently. Can they just break up like the Beatles? I wish my land's back. So basically, I got all of my cores back, which is just sick. And I guess I have infamy to spare. I'll take everything else they're willing to give me. Upper Volta? Yes, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. This breakup might be the greatest thing that's ever happened to me, because I got Indochina. What is with me and playing Victoria 2 and getting Indochina without conquering it? I also get some territory from the Qing Empire, apparently, for free. French Laos? More like Arab Union Laos. Well, it was fun to have these gross borders, but I'm just gonna clean them up. I honestly can't stand them. They're pretty disgusting. Hey, would you look at that? Germany finally formed in the year 1922. Very cool, I guess. Better late than never. The British are at war with the Russians and the Serbians. So, I think it's my time to shine. I'm gonna get all my cores back. I'm gonna call some of the homies, and hopefully they join. Some of them won't. I do not care. I got the US of A on my team, and that means they're going to invade Canada for me. Britain, you should have given up all of your colonies when you had the chance, because right now, you're throwing, Britain. You're throwing. This is the part of the video where I land a ridiculous number of troops in Britain. And I think this will go well, because these are all mobilized brigades versus my actual brigades. Big dubs are incoming. You'd think that after seeing this battle and realizing that both sides are going to lose several 100,000 troops, one of us would stop fighting. But the UK has not stopped fighting. I will not stop fighting. Literally millions of people might die at this battle, but I am just going to bring an infinite amount of troops to create the world's bloodiest battle. Well, I hope the British knew what they signed up for when they started this war. They signed up for 930,000 dead people at one battle on the British homeland, where I only lost 300,000 troops. Yes, the great Egyptian invasion of Britain. This is like total payback for what they did historically, where they, colonized Egypt. This is the exact opposite, except this is much better, honestly. The British are willing to give me my demands. I'm so happy. Goodbye, Britain. I'm going to keep everything I've gained. I don't really know what I've gained. So basically what I did was I got my direct cores back, and I speared the Danish so I can take the state. I've speared everything else in this region. So hopefully I'll be able to just declare war on them for my cores back, instead of doing what I did previously, which would have had to have been fighting the British for each individual one. I can stop being mobilized. I'm somehow going to have to fetch all my troops from Britain, because this is like USA after World War II vibes I'm getting. Got to get all these troops back. Unfortunately, I can't declare war on any of the nations I need to complete my cores, because I have a truce until 1931, so we're just going to 5-speed it and hope the economy recovers. Why is the economy so bad? My truce is gone with these other countries that I have cores on. So I will be restoring order on Yemen. I will be restoring order on Muscat, Oman. I terribly pronounced that. I apologize. And when I'm done, I'll go after the Danish. Doesn't that new Arabian border look wonderful? Yeah, it's gonna be better when I defeat the Danish. Goodbye, Denmark. You still have Kenya, but you do not have Djibouti or this part. I think that's all of our cores except for the German Arab Union, which, yeah, I'm not going to try and get that back. But yeah, this is our Arab Union. Isn't it beautiful? All right, real quick before the end of the game, I'm going to declare war on Britain to dismantle them. And I'm not going to mess around here. I'm going to just ship my troops up there as fast as possible. All this stuff has already been sieged down by some, I think, yeah, it's the Russians, of course. But yeah, we're going to drive up there and we're going to blow them up. You'd think that the British soldiers would be too scared to come and fight in Cornwall against the Arab Union, because the last time they did that, they lost 900,000 men at one battle. So far, they've lost like 300,000 men at one battle. This is deja vu. Well, unfortunately, the British were not willing to be dismantled. They're kind of vibing. They've almost dropped from GP, but yeah, they got full sieged and they refused to give up. So yeah, that's it for this video. We have created what I think to be probably the coolest thing I've created in Victoria 2 A to Z. It's huge. It's here. It started from Egypt and it was a ton of fun. We're second great power because the German industrial score. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah, really, really, really fun country. Definitely A or S tier as far as Victoria 2 nations go. Thank you all so much for watching. Next country I think is France, but don't quote me on that. Can't wait to record that for y'all. I will respond to every comment that you put in the comment section as usual. And thank you very much for watching. Bye.